Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Zephyr Hills, Florida. I'm Adam Bell for Victory Sports Nation. We're live down here with the Golden Eagles versus the Gulf Coast Sun Devils. Central Florida Golden Eagles versus the Sun Devils. Kickoff coming up scheduled for 7 o'clock. Thank you for joining us. I was speaking to a representative of the Golden Eagles earlier as we pulled in, and he let me know that this game is it has a playoff scenario as far as postseason goes for the Golden Eagles. If they win today, according to him, they're in. If they lose today, they're going to need some help. So a big game tonight for both squads as we approach postseason that starts in just a couple of weeks. I was speaking with the president of VSN just a moment ago. He says playoff scenarios aren't quite locked in yet. They still have 4 games left that need to be made up with various teams throughout the league to determine all the playoff scenarios. So maybe as the night goes, we can get more information on that to relay to you fans at home. Thank y'all for logging on and watching. It's nice to be back with VSN. I'm Adam Bell with we do a South Georgia sports for CSN, and we started off the year with VSN down here in Florida with the UFLX. We were very excited about it, and it's nice to be back down here after a few weeks off from VSN. So we're happy to be back down here. About a 4-hour ride for us to get down here, but it's nice to be back down here in Zephyr Hills. This is my second trip to Zephyr Hills. We were here toward the beginning of the season. I believe it was the second Sunday of the season. We carried them and Dunedin that were live right here that night, and that was an excellent ball game that was decided by the last possession on that game that night. So I'm looking forward to another great matchup here tonight with Gulf Coast and Central Florida. Sun coming right into the press box. So it's a little blinding right now, but as the sun goes down, visibility will be better, and there won't be as much of reflection back off that camera. Right now, you're getting a little bit of sunspots on the camera as the sun goes down. Waiting on the officials to come onto the field. Like I said, kickoff set for 7 o'clock. That's coming up in just a couple of moments. We're on VSN's YouTube channel this evening. And I'm sorry I misspoke. I said Victory. It's Varsity Sports Nation. I misspoke. There's another network I stream for called Victory, so my apologies on that. Varsity Sports Nation. And obviously being on their YouTube channel, as well as when we're on their other channels, you can watch them on Roku, on your TV at home, on every platform you can find YouTube on. I mean, YouTube is just universal. So anywhere you can get a YouTube channel, you can check out VSN and all their programming. Looks like the Golden Eagles will be in there. Gray tops, black pants this evening. Gulf Coast, orange pants, white jerseys. Beautiful weather down here in Central Florida. When I left from Georgia, we have a lot of fires up there around us. And community just north of me, about 30 miles north of me, has just been completely wiped out. It's just insane. So if you guys don't mind, keep those folks up there in South Georgia in your thoughts and prayers, because it's just been a really weird week up there with the fires and everything. And the fires right now, last I checked, was headed toward the Brunswick area, Glenn County. From Brantley County, the fires have gone up to North Brantley County now and just wiping out homes. I think they're up to around 50-plus homes have been destroyed up there. So just keep those folks in your thoughts and prayers if you don't mind. Yeah, you see both teams are on the field. I believe we're just waiting on the officials at this point. Horrible wreck out there on 92. As my wife and I were coming to the stadium, we had to take an 8-mile detour to get around it. So sure hope those folks who was ever involved in that wreck will be okay. Sun ducking behind those clouds a little bit. As I was coming down 75, it looked like rain over toward the Orlando area, but the wind was pushing in that direction. So I think we'll be okay this evening as far as weather goes down here. Last time we were here, it rained a little bit that night. Matter of fact, it rained right toward the end of the fourth quarter. But I think tonight we're going to be okay. We could use that rain that's in Orlando. We need it up there in South Georgia. If you don't mind, spread the link around. Share it with your friends and family as we get set for kickoff. See, Golden Eagles management, getting a little tongue-tied. You see those folks at midfield. The gentleman for the Eagles should have captains approaching midfield here in just a few moments. If you're just joining us, I was speaking to Golden Eagles management during the pregame, and they were telling me that they come into this game at 4 and 5. But if they win tonight, according to him, they're in the playoffs. They'll have a playoff spot locked in, according to the Golden Eagles. But if they lose, they're going to need some help. So obviously, in that scenario, Central Florida controls their own destiny with a win this evening. We were originally set to cover the Cobras and Ducks this evening, but with the Cobras ranked 1 and 2, depending on what poll you look at, and the Ducks trying to find themselves a little bit this year, so they decided to send us down here and cover this game in this matchup. But you got to hand it to the Ducks. They haven't quit. They're still in it. They show up every week. I see the Golden Eagles. Looks like some of their unit headed toward the south end zone as we're waiting on officials to arrive. While we're waiting on that, let's give you a rundown of games scheduled around the league. I don't know how many of these games are actually being streamed tonight, but we'll give you a rundown of tonight's games. Let me get down there to that on the spreadsheet. All right, tonight's games as we get ready to close out the season here the next couple of weekends. East Coast Sharks are at the Florida Cougars. Kickoff. All of these kickoffs are at 6. It looks like, except for ours, except for 7. Just going to get back to that. Okay. And then Central Florida Blue Devils, they're at Vero Beach tonight. Kickoff at 6. Orlando Jets host South Florida. Dunedin Highlanders, they're at the Chaos. Miami Bulls, they're at the Knights of Central Florida tonight. Fort Pierce Bengals are at the Florida Bereans. Florida Wave, they're playing the Capos. That's that Coast to Coast Bowl down there. I believe that one is being streamed on VSN as well tonight. Their kickoff is set for 6:30, according to this sheet, so they should already be underway. South Florida Dolphins are at the Tri-City Monsters. Duval Bengals are at the Tampa Bay Tigers. Gulf Coast Sun Devils, they're obviously right here with the Golden Eagles. Venom were originally scheduled to play the Ballers, but the Ballers are folded. Gainesville Ducks are at the Georgia Cobras up in Thomasville, my neck of the woods. And then next week, 4 games on tap. Next weekend, and then it's the playoffs. The Tri-City Monsters are at Central Florida Chaos. Gulf Coast Sun Devils are at Florida Wave. Georgia Cobras were scheduled to go to the Ballers, but Ballers folded. And then the Vero Beach Fighting Indians host the South Florida Lions. That's all next week. And then, according to this spreadsheet, playoffs the following week. UFLX plays NFL rules. If you've never watched a UFLX game before, the officiating crew may have gotten caught in that same traffic jam I got caught in. Coming here, we had a detour about 4 miles out of the way, but it ended up being about an 8-mile detour after everything was said and done. But hopefully that wreck is cleared up and those folks are okay. It was a nasty one. So what I'm going to do while we're waiting on the officiating crew is just turn my mic down for a little bit, and we'll keep the live shot up so you folks at home will know when we've actually gotten this thing underway. So I don't want y'all to miss a minute of the action. But flip over on VSN and check out the Capos game, the Coast to Coast Bowl. While you're waiting on this one to get started, that one was scheduled to start at 6:30. So they should be well underway over there in Pompano Beach. So go over there and check that one out so you don't have a lot of dead time, and just keep a check on us. Open up another window and just kind of keep us in the right-hand corner, whatever. And well, like I said, we'll keep this live shot open until we get started. Welcome back to Zephyr Hills. We're still waiting on the officials to get the game going. I know kickoff was set for 7 o'clock. A little bit of a delay. Just wanted to jump back online and let you folks at home know. But there's other games being broadcasted right now on VSN that are underway while you're waiting on this one. If you want to go back to their home page and click one of the other games to watch while you're waiting. We'll keep this live shot up for you folks at home so you'll know when this game is finally getting underway. Right now I've seen one, maybe two officials here. Hopefully the rest will show up shortly. Micah. All right, we just received a final score from Commissioner Mack of the UFLX. The Miami Bulls 21, the Knights of Central Florida 6. That is a final. So the Bulls win over in Orlando. They take down the Knights 21-6. Commish, any other scores or playoff scenarios or anything you have, if you'll send them to me, I'll be glad to pass them along, especially right now while we have some downtime.
This the home side right here. This is the home side, right? And that's away. many officials we got?
You see the Sun Devils on the far side huddling up, and the Golden Eagles, one of their units, down here at the bottom of your screen, huddled up, going through pregame instructions as we await kickoff. All right, while we're waiting on officials to arrive at this game, I've grabbed the link to the other game that's live on VSN right now, so I'm going to put that on the screen so you folks can keep an eye on that one while we're waiting on kickoff here in Zephyr Hills. So right now, let's join the Florida Wave and the Palm Beach Capos in progress. There is no score over there in Palm Beach. Between the Capos and the Wave. What I'm going to do, too, is let y'all listen to their play-by-play and all in progress as we join the Capos and Wave as they go deep right there. That's caught. Touchdown. No, he drops it. Incomplete. Oh, man. They're ruling it a touchback. Let's join them in progress.
The ref that you just saw on your screen calls a touchback. Heck of a defensive play there by the Capos. That was number 24 of Gentarius Oliver. How about that? That's why you don't give up on defense ever. Looked like Samuel Brown had a surefire touchdown for the Wave. And the Capos say absolutely not. Again, very close to a touchdown, but the ball came out at the 1 and went through the back of the end zone. Kelly hands it off to his running back. He'll be tackled right around the 21, mark him at the 22-yard line.
And we have another scoring update from Commissioner Mack. The Tampa Bay Tigers 8, Duval Bengals nothing. They're in the second quarter up in Jacksonville between Tampa and Duval. In the earlier score that we reported about 15 minutes ago, I guess, the Miami Bulls defeated the Knights of Central Florida 21-6. And obviously that touchdown was called back, called a touchback. Over there in Palm Beach for the Capos. And there's a turnover. Returned for a touchdown. So the Wave score on defense to take a 6-0 lead over the Capos in the second quarter in the Coast to Coast Bowl.
Well, the referees are here. Nice.
All right, we have an officiating crew now. I see the white hat on the field. So hopefully we'll be underway in just a few moments. We'll stay with the Capos game till we get a little bit closer to kickoff here. In Zephyr Hills. Nice sunset here. Cool breeze. Feels pretty decent now that the sun's gone down behind those clouds. It was pretty warm up here about 40 minutes ago, wasn't it? Right after the PAT, Florida Wave 7, Capos nothing there in the second quarter over in Palm Beach. All right, captains are on the field now here in Zephyr Hills, so we're going to leave the Capos game and get started with ours between the Gulf Coast Sun Devils and the Central Florida Golden Eagles. It's like captains for the Golden Eagles are Campbell, Hart, Phillips, and 26. I'll get his name in just a moment as soon as he turns around. Stewart. Those are the captains for the Golden Eagles. What if you're just joining us, if you're just rejoining us from the Capos game, from what Golden Eagles management told me pregame, if they win, they're in the playoffs, they're in the postseason. If they lose, they need a little bit of help to squeeze in. The Golden Eagles are 4-5 right now in UFLX play. Have another scoring update. Tampa Bay Tigers 16, Duval Bengals 0. That's still in the second quarter up in Jacksonville. All right, and the Tigers and the Bengals, they're in St. Petersburg today. I just assumed with the Bengals score getting listed last that they were the home team. But they are in St. Pete today. All right, captains are on the field for Central Florida and the Gulf Coast Sun Devils. Okay, I got a little bit more information on the Sun Devils. They're currently 6-2, and if the playoffs were today, they would be the 3 seed out of their conference. So I wanted to pass that along. So definitely playoff implications in this game for both squads once we get underway. Sun Devils will receive the opening kickoff. Golden Eagles will get the kickoff to start the second half.
Are you thirsty? I have water. Oh, Dr. Pepper.
I'm sorry?
I said, if you're thirsty, I have water or Dr. Pepper.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm still getting used to this implant, so if you say something to me and I don't respond, I'm not ignoring you.
No worries.
I hear everything. I went from being totally deaf to hearing everything. It's crazy. I'm very blessed, though, very thankful for it.
I'm glad
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Technology.
And we are underway in Central Florida. There's a return. About the 25-yard line. He's still headed up the sidelines and will finally be stopped just beyond the 50 in Golden Eagle territory. First down, Sun Devils. First and 10 Gulf Coast at about the 48-yard line of Central Florida. There's a handoff coming right here to the left, number 30 on the carry, and he will have a first down. First and 10 Sun Devils. Currently the 3 seed in the playoffs, if the playoffs were today. Central Florida needs a win to lock a playoff position, according to their officials during pregame. If they lose, they're going to need some help. There's a snap. Number 98 on the carry over that right side, and he's going to gain maybe 2 yards. Number 47 on the stop for the Eagles. It's going to bring up a second and about 7. There's a snap, quarterback dropping. Throws out in the flat, incomplete. Second and 7. Dropping back. Open. Oh, what a catch. Nice catch on the slant. Number 4. First down, Gulf Coast. Another quick pass out here in the flat to number 10. He makes a move, gets down to about the 12-yard line. And it will be second down and about 4. Two to the left, 2 to the right in motion. Motion on the offense. That's going to back them up 5. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Gulf Coast. There's a snap. Quarterback looking. Going to take it on the keeper. Down to about the 12. It's going to be 3rd and about 2. I formation. Quarterback's going to keep it. Dives forward. He may be close to a first down. It's going to depend on the spot. It's going to be 4th and about a foot. I formation again for the Sun Devils. Quarterback's audible. Number 0 quarterback. And there's a snap. He's going to keep it, step up. They're not going to get it. He throws it. I don't know if that's an incomplete pass or. Either way, the Golden Eagles stop them. And they will take over on downs. So 1st and 10. Eagles. Trips to the left. There's a snap. Handoff to the big man up the middle. He bounces it out to the right side and rumbles for about 6 yards. That's number 5 on the carry for the Eagles. There's a snap, handoff going to the left, number 22. He may have gotten 2 yards. It'll depend on the spot. It's going to be 2nd and about 4. Trips to the left again. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff. Going to keep it. And I think the Sun Devils are going to string it out. They do. Number 3 on the carry. He did get positive yardage out of the play, though. It's going to be 4th and about 2 yards. And the Golden Eagles aren't going to chance it. They're going to kick. They're going to punt on 4th and short. There's the snap. Oh, they fake it. Oh, what a goal. He couldn't hold on. Oh, man. Let's replay that one. Check this out, y'all. This was, oh, you almost had this play. They faked the kick, throw to the left, and he had it for a split second but couldn't hold on. Oh, man, that would have been a fantastic play. First and 10. Sun Devils. There's the pitch out to the right to number 10. He's bobbing and weaving through traffic. And they're still pushing a pile for it. I think they're going to blow it dead. They do after about a 4-yard gain. Second down. There's a snap. In trouble. The Eagles get him. Number 8 with the initial hit. It's going to be 3rd and about 14 for Gulf Coast. To the left, to the right. And the defense jumps, but where are they drawn? Let's see. Officials are discussing it. And the initial indications is against the Eagles. Officials gather up to discuss it. And we're going to stop the clock. And they're going to call it against Gulf Coast. They say the Eagles were drawn. It's going to make it 3rd and about 18, maybe 19 yards. Quarterback dropping under pressure, runs to his right, throws back to the left over the middle, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. And the Sun Devils are lining up for a field goal attempt. This one is going to be 32, 42, 40, a 47-yard field goal attempt for Gulf Coast. Number 34 on to attempt it. There's a snap, the hold, the kick, it's up, and will it make it? No, just short. It can be returned. Eagles number 1 has it, coming up the sideline with it, and he's going to be forced out of bounds back around the 20. Just a couple of more yards and that field goal would have been good. Clock stops. Excuse me. 1st and 10, Eagles.
Yes. Okay.
Have another scoring update while we have a timeout. Lions 28, Rhinos 20. They're in the 3rd quarter. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. And he'll be forced out at the 30. Second down and 8. Two to the left, two to the right. Single back in the backfield. Quarterback dropping, looking left. He's open. Oh, right through his hands, incomplete. Intended for number 20 of the Eagles. Third down and 8. There's a snap. Quarterback's looking over the middle. That's caught. Oh, dropped it. They're going to call that incomplete. Let's replay that. I thought he made a football move. But let's see. They call it incomplete. We're going to go back and look at it real quick. That's close. That could have gone either way. Eagles will retain possession. That's caught over on the sideline by number 1. And he steps out. First down, Eagles. Hand off, number 6. Battles forward. I'm sorry, number 5 on the carry. Gain of about 3. Second down. That is another Eagle first down. And quarterback's going to keep it. Goes around the right side. He's got a nice lead block right there, but he's finally brought down inside the 30 of Gulf Coast. Two to the left, two to the right. Quick throw to the right. Complete to number 0, who dives forward. It's going to bring up second and about 3.
So when it hits 0-0,
Quarterback scrambling under pressure. And he's going to lose yardage on that one. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. No score here in Zephyr Hills. We'll be right back with the second coming up. Hey, welcome back to Zephyr Hills. As we get started for the second quarter, Eagles are driving. It's third down. They're at the 30 of Gulf Coast. Gulf Coast is 6-2 right now, and currently the 3 seed in the playoffs. The Eagles are trying to lock in a playoff spot for themselves with a win tonight. I think there was some confusion with the yardsticks.
yeah, like what?
Yeah, the yardsticks aren't right. Yeah, they're not right.
But say the 4th down marker is behind, did they lose yardage?
The officials are sorting that out. White Hat's explaining the situation to the Sun Devils. Yeah, I didn't think those yardsticks were right. They're resetting those things. Now it's a 4th and 1 after the play. And it looks like the Eagles will go for it. Sun Devils want an explanation from the White Hat. And everybody is on the same page again. They do move the marker back, so it's instead of 4th and 1, it's about 4th and 2. And we're underway. Quarterback's under center. And he's going to go forward. It's going to be close. That will depend on the spot. The official on this side has him right at the yard marker. And it's a first down for the Sun Devils. Defense holds. First and 10, Gulf Coast. There's a snap, handoff, coming around to this right side. Oh, what a hit. Fumble. They may blow him dead. Yeah, they're going to blow it dead after the initial tackle. It'll be second down. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left, single back in the backfield. There's a snap, handoff, reverse. Cuts it back inside. He's got some room to run. And they're going to bring him down almost at midfield. At about the 43-yard line, looks like is where they're going to mark it. Flags come flying in.
He didn't tell me stop the clock. Stop the clock.
Unsportsmanlike on Gulf Coast. Oh, they're going to offset. And on the Eagles. So first down. Should be first and 10. Get the chain gang straight here. There they go.
light?
Yes.
Do you need a light? Okay.
Thank you so much.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you.
Running home free.
First down and more. He's going all the way. 1 man to beat. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Does the clock stop for touchdown?
I thought that was a touchdown. Yeah.
I'll say does the clock stop for that? Oh, damn, he's on the defense. You better make this.
Movement, flags everywhere. Going to mark off the penalty. He's going to get a little closer. Here's the hold. The kick is up. Off the upright. No good. Gulf Coast 6. Eagles nothing. .11 left in the second quarter. Gulf Coast leads 6-0 over the Eagles. It's going to be picked up at about the 14-yard line. Number 10 on the carry. 20 on the carry. First down, Eagles at the 30. About the 37, 38-yard line. Two to the left, one to the right. 22 on the carry. Trying to get around that right side. And he makes a couple miss. Positive yardage, gain of about 8. Second down. There's a snap. Quick pass out here in the flat to number 1. And he makes a move outside. He could go. Oh, he lost his balance, stepped out. Well, I thought he stepped out. They marked him about the 29. First down, Eagles. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Dropping back. Going deep, has a man. Incomplete. Pumps. Throws back across the middle. That's caught. He could go in. Touchdown. Eagles. Let's go back and take a look at that TD. Over the middle. Nice reception right there. Four 6 by number 20. And we have a discussion in the end zone with the officiating crew. Looks like the Eagles are going to go for 2. Rolling as he could run it in. Throws back to Slow. Oh, nice catch. PAT is good. Eagles 8, Gulf Coast 6. Mark off a penalty against the Eagles. They'll kick off. No. They'll kick off at the 35. And we're underway. Deep kick. Fielded at about the 8. He's going to bring it back up the field over there on that left side. On the far side, he's still going. Finally stopped. Just past the 40. First down, Sun Devils. Handoff up the middle, over to that left side. He bounces it out there. Gets about 8 on the carry. Second down. Excuse me. And we have a timeout on the field. Give you a rundown of the scores as I received them earlier this evening. Got a final. Where'd that final go? Bulls 21, Knights 6. That's a final. Tigers and Bengals, last score I received was 16-0. Tigers leading the Bengals in St. Pete. They're in St. Pete today. And the Rhinos, last score I had was Lions 28, Rhinos 20. They were in the third, so they should be in the fourth by now in that one. Rhinos Sun Devils coming to this game as the 3 seed currently. And the Eagles are fighting for a playoff spot. For postseason. Should be a free play for the Sun Devils. And he has a first down. They're going to blow it dead right there. And they're gonna mark that off from the, I was gonna say, he was about to mark that off from the spot from the end of the play. That should be marked off from the original line of scrimmage. Either way, it's a first down for the Sun Devils. All right, we're reset. I guess now they've decided to decline the penalty since they had a first down anyway. Hand off over that left side. It'll be second down. There's a pitch. Cuts it back inside. He manages to get back to the original line of scrimmage. That's number 10 on the carry. Penalty marked off against the Eagles. Second down. Quarterback under center. Hands off to the left. Makes one miss. Dives forward. And they're going to give him progress. First down, Gulf Coast. Coming up at halftime, we'll have scores from around the league. And we'll probably check in with the Capos game, too. That's coming up at the half. He could go. He gets down inside the 10, down to the 5. First down, Sun Devils. Wave 13, Capos nothing. They are in the third over in Palm Beach. No gain that time. For the Sun Devils. And we have a timeout on the field. Sun Devils call a timeout. So let's check in on the Capos while we have a timeout here in Zephyr Hills. Looks like the Wave are about to go in and score again. And they get stopped inside the 5. Depends on the spot. Looks like down around to the 4-yard line. They lead Palm Beach right now 13-0. Tigers 16, Bengals nothing. They're starting the third quarter over in St. Pete. Handoff. Oh, man. Big time stop right there for the Eagles. That's going to bring up a fourth down. No, I'm sorry, third down. I was going by the yardstick, and he put it back on third down. There's a snap, trips to the right, and he's going to take off and run. Making a couple miss. He gets down inside the 10. Field goal kicker comes back on for Gulf Coast. He just barely missed a 47-yarder. Then he had an extra point go off the upright earlier. Let's see if he can get this one in. It's up. And that one's good. Take a look at the replay of the field goal. Gulf Coast 9, Golden Eagles 8. They're going to field that at the 5. And he's trying to get out of there. Fumble. Nope, they're going to blow him down, I think. It'll be 1st and 10 Eagles at about the 5, right at the 5-yard line. Snap, handoff up the middle. Gain of about 4. Second down. Makes one miss. Headed up the sideline. Number 0 on the reception. And that'll bring up the 2-minute warning. Have another scoring update from the Capos Wave game. Wave 16, Capos nothing. They're in the third quarter of that one. Both teams are back out on the field now, so we should be getting going here. There's a snap, dropping, going deep. And a little bit of contact, but I don't think there's a flag on that one. Clock will stop on the incomplete pass. Quick pass out here to the incomplete. Two to the left, 2 to the right. 3 to the left, empty backfield. It's picked off. Number 2 on the pick. Caught. That's complete to number 2. Over the middle. That is close. Going to be a yard shy of a first down. Second yard. They spike it to stop the clock with officially 1:20 left in the first half. Dropping. Going deep. He's got a man. Incomplete. That's going to be 4th and a yard for Gulf Coast. One-point ball game. Gulf Coast is currently the 3 seed in the playoffs. The Eagles are battling for a playoff spot. And they're going to get the Eagles offsides. That's going to give the Sun Devils a first down. Oh, no. They're going to call it against the Sun Devils. Saying he was drawn off. That's huge. 4th and about 6. Looking, under pressure, avoids it, dumps it off, incomplete. That's going to bring up a first down and 10 for the Eagles with just over a minute left in the first half. Under pressure, rolls to his left, it's caught. In traffic, number 1 on the reception. Clock's running. Eagles hurry to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles call a timeout. They're going to put some time back on the clock.
Yes.
Officially 41 seconds left in the first half.
43.
43 seconds. 43 seconds officially left in the first half. Under pressure going deep. Oh, what a catch! Oh my goodness, what a catch! Eagles score. Let's go back and take a look at that catch. That was spectacular. What a catch by the Eagles right there. One-handed, he bossed it. Touchdown, Eagles. Tops forward, and he's not going to get it. PAT's no good. Let's go back and take a look at that touchdown catch one more time. That's worth seeing it several times. What a catch. That's wild. That'll be a highlight reel this weekend. Officially 32 seconds left in the half. Little squib kick, fumbled. He picks it up at about the 40, and he's going to get forced out of bounds over the far side with 23 officially. Coming up at the halftime break, we'll have highlights from the first half and scores from around the league. That's all coming up at the halftime break. What's happening? How you doing? Doing good? You enjoying the game? All right. Little man wandered into the press box. And we have a timeout on the field. Did you see who called the timeout? I was doing a highlight. Eagles did?
Home team.
Eagles did? Okay. Five wide for the Sun Devils coming out of the timeout. Eagles will drop back into a prevent with 23 seconds officially on the clock. There's a snap. Looking. Steps up in the pocket under pressure. They're going to get him. And the Sun Devils, nope, timeout. I didn't think they had any timeouts left. I guess they had one more left. So the Sun Devils call a timeout. It'll be 2nd and 10 after the timeout. It's been a good game. It's been a real good game. Second and 10. There's a snap. 5 wide. They're all going deep. He's got a man over here on the right side. It's going to get. Oh, wow, what a catch. I thought it was going to get picked off. Let's go back and take a look at that real quick. They called a timeout again, so we'll take a look at the play. Goes through a defender's hands into his, and that's going to be a first down. For the Sun Devils with 2 seconds left on the clock. And it looks like they're going to line up for a field goal. Number 34 for Gulf Coast on to attempt the field goal attempt with 2 seconds left in the first half. There's a snap, the kick, squibbed it. And is the play still live? I guess it is. And the Sun Devils are finally going to throw him out of bounds down there about the 8-yard line. And that's going to do it for the first half. Eagles 14, Gulf Coast 9. Give me just a moment. We'll be back in about 2 minutes with highlights and scores from around the league when we come back. All right, welcome back to our halftime break. I'm Adam Bell for VSN. Let's take a look at the score from around the league.
15 minutes for halftime.
Okay, thank you. And let's check in on the Capos and Wave. Wave 16, Capos 8. They are in the fourth quarter over there in Palm Beach. 16-8, Wave lead. Back here, it's 14-9. Eagles lead the Sun Devils. Let's take a look at how all of that transpired through our highlight reel of the first half. This is the first highlight of the first half. What I thought was a completed pass and fumble was not. And then the next play is the first touchdown to start the scoring in the second quarter. That one for the Sun Devils. Then the Eagles come back and answer with the catch over the middle and the flat for 6. Eagles got the 2-point conversion to take the lead 8-6. Then the Sun Devils line up for a field goal and make it, and they take a 1-point lead, 9-8 with 3:26 left in the first half. Then with 43 seconds left in the first half, the Eagles strike back, going deep with a one-handed Randy Moss style catch right there to go in to give the Eagles 14. And then going deep right here, a nice catch off the tip drill. And that rounds out the big play. And then the Sun Devils missed the field goal attempt to close out the first half, and that's where we're at right now. A good game. Eagles are battling for a playoff spot. Their officials told me this morning or this afternoon during a pregame that if they win tonight, they clinch a playoff spot. If they lose, they need some help. So a lot on the line for the Eagles. The Sun Devils are currently the 3 seed in the playoff picture as it stands during pregame this evening at 6-2. So a lot riding on this for both teams. In this one, so a real good game and a good matchup. We're going to take a break. I'm going to turn the mic down, and we'll let's check in on the Capos one more time. They're still in the fourth with the Wave leading by 8. So what I'm going to do is turn the mic down, and we'll be back in 11 minutes, 11 and a half minutes with the second half. You're watching UFLX football on VSN, produced by CSN this evening, down in Zephyr Hills. All right, welcome back to Zephyr Hills, Florida. I'm Adam Bell for VSN. We've got about 5 minutes left here in the halftime break. The Sun Devils are back out on the field. And the Eagles are as well. They're just over there on their sideline, but both teams are out on the field as we await the start of the second half. We had one score reported a little bit as a few moments ago. Tiger 16, Bengals nothing. And that was back at the start of their third quarter. They're playing over in St. Pete tonight. Capos and Wave. Wave still lead that one 16-8 over in Palm Beach. Lions 28, Rhinos 26. Wow, that was a barn burner. That's a final. Lions take care of the Rhinos 28-26. I have a feeling our game's going to end up something like that. This is a good game tonight over here in Zephyr Hills. It's good to be back down here. We were down here, I think, for week 2. Week 2 or week 3, I made the trip down here. And I carried them in Dunedin. And that was a good game as well. I want to thank the folks here at Zephyr Hills for their hospitality, too, as always. They get me set up straight away, and we appreciate that. Let's give you a quick rundown of the highlights if you're just joining us as other games are winding down around the league. We had a little bit of a late start over here, so if you're just joining us, let me give you a rundown of the highlights of the first half real quick. This is that first play that I thought was a little close. This is the touchdown, the first touchdown to open up scoring. That one with 12:44 in the second. This one with just inside the 10-minute mark. A slant over the middle for the Eagles. And then Gulf Coast comes back and answers with a field goal to take a 1-point lead. Made it 9-8. And then the Eagles answer with 40-something seconds left in the first half with a one-handed catch there to take the lead 14-9. And then this catch, nice catch for the Sun Devils to close out the first half. They go on to miss a field goal attempt with they put 2 seconds back on the clock, and they missed the field goal attempt. So at the half, Eagles lead 14-9 over the Sun Devils. Well, that concession stand smelled good earlier. Were they cooking down there? I could smell it pretty good earlier. You do this for a living, you live off of concession stands. So that's my thing. Always at a ball field of some kind.
I used to do coach Boys and Girls Club cheerleading, and we used to make a lot of money off the concession stand.
Oh, yeah, yeah. All right, we're getting set to start the second half. third quarter coming up here in just a few moments. Playoffs in 2 weeks. Y'all be sure and keep an eye on the UFLX website as they close out the regular season over the next couple of weekends, and keep an eye on those playoff spots. Ought to be some really great matchups in postseason. Eagles are set to receive the kickoff to start the second half. These 4 and 5 Eagles giving these 6 and 2 Sun Devils all they want tonight. One and 20. 1 and 20 deep for the Eagles. .34 set to kick for Gulf Coast. He has a leg. I'm kind of curious if he played college ball or something, because he has quite the leg. Him and that field goal kicker for the Highlanders is real good. Didn't mean to do that. Accidentally bumped the clock. I'll hold it for a second. And we are underway here with the second half. And he's going to return that. Still going. Dives forward just across the 30. First down, Eagles. .22 on that return. Commish, if you're still watching, have a wish list. Rosters for postseason, that would be really nice. If we could get rosters for all the teams for postseason that we cover, that would be fantastic. There's a blitz. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be about it. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Devil showing blitz again. He backs off. Quick pass out here to number 0 on the right side. Misses one and gets down to about the 37. It's going to be shy of a first down. It'll be third and about 5 for the Eagles. There's a snap, handoff. Oh, nope, no handoff. That was a nice fake. That was a real nice fake. It's going to bring up fourth down. Emergency services. Headed out. 12:22 officially left here in the third. That's why I'm letting mine run to catch the official clock. There's a kick, and it'll be first down, Devils. Clock is stopped at 11:45 now, so I'll let mine run to catch it. It'll be first and 10 for Gulf Coast. Two to the right, one to the left. There's a snap, handoff, right up the middle, right off the right side of that center. That's going to be a first down. Sun Devils, number 28 on the carry. Handoff number 28. Ooh, what a hit. He bounced right off of it, though. Got about 4 yards out of the play. I thought he was stopped cold at the line of scrimmage, but he bounced off that hit for another 4 yards. Second down and 5. I love a game like this when it's just good, clean football. No drama, just playing football. I love it. Especially when it's a great game, too, you know. Second and 5. Under pressure. He gets out of it. I don't know how, but he got out of it. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be third and 5. And we have an injury, and he jumps up. Looks like he's going to be all right. That's good. You hate to see anybody get hurt. These guys have to go to work on Monday morning. They all have real jobs Monday. This is just for fun. Looks like he's favoring that right shoulder, maybe his right arm. Hopefully he's all right and can return. .16 left here in the third. Officials are still discussing something. I didn't see a flag. Did you see a flag?
No.
I didn't see one either. All right, we're back underway. Dropping back, going deep. Got him if he can get it. Oh, it's picked off. Intercepted by the Eagles. It's going to be 1st and 10. Eagles at about the 1. Coming back the other way. Ball was just ever so slightly underthrown. And Eagles able to get it, step inside and make the pick.
Where's the ball?
Ma'am?
Where's the ball?
At about the 2-yard line, I guess. About the 2. Nine what?
9:15.
9:15, okay. And off. He gets out of the end zone. That's about it. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd down. Sun Devils trying to get a safety out of that. They're going to say he gained a yard. 2nd and 9. There's a snap, under pressure, throw it from his own end zone. Wow, that takes guts. That was a gutsy call right there. Gain of about 4, about 3 maybe. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Clock stops. Have an injury in the end zone. And looks like he's going to jump right. Well, no, I thought maybe he was going to jump right up. There he goes. Number 3. That was a gutsy call by the Eagles. Throwing a pass in traffic like that right out of your end zone. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They said to run it. There's a snap, backing into his own end zone again. He's got to get rid of it. Incomplete. That's all he could do was throw that one away. 4th down. Fourth and 6 after the incomplete pass. See where the Sun Devils come after this punt. The Eagles have faked one, but I don't see them faking one out of their own end zone. I guess anything's possible, but I think they'll just kick this one away. And they do. Good kick. Fielded at about the 42-yard line. Nice return. And he may go in. Touchdown, Eagles. Sun Devils, I'm sorry. Touchdown Sun Devils. Here's the return. Dives in right there with a little help from his friends. Or are they bringing this back? Oh, no, they're not. They're not. Field goal attempt. PAT, okay. 7:18 officially. Left here in the third. I'll reset my clock in just a minute. .34 on for the PAT. Excuse me, y'all. There's the hold, the kick, it's up. No good. Sun Devils return a punt, 42 yards for 6, and they have a 1-point lead. They kick it deep. And that's going to roll into the end zone. He's going to bring it out. Wow. Number 1 brings it out. And he's going to make it back to about the 15-yard line. .6:19 officially on the game clock.
Who you waiting for, me?
I can hear him.
649.
649. Quick pass out in the left, wide receiver screen. And he's got some room over there. He goes airborne. That might be enough for a first down. First down, Eagles. And off. Gain of a couple. Second down. Number 5 on the carry. He rumbles forward again. That's number 5. Close to an Eagle first down. Going to be just shy about a yard. Third and yard. Pass out here in the flat, knocked the helmet off of him, but they're going to call him down in progress. First down. First down, Eagles at the 42. Eagles keep it on the ground. And he may have another, no, it's going to be just shy, about a half yard shy. Number 5 with a 9-yard carry. Second and a yard. And we have a timeout on the field. Just over 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. And let's check in on the Capos game while we have a timeout. Oh, they're in overtime over in Palm Beach, tied at 16. And it looks like Palm Beach has the ball down there at about the 7-yard line. Let's stay with it for just a minute, see if they can win this thing in OT. I may have to come back to our game real quick. They're coming out of the timeout here in Zephyr Hills. And the Waves stop him at about the 7. The Coast to Coast Bowl in overtime. We have a 1-point ball game here. Some good games on Saturday night tonight on VSN. All right, we're about to come out of the timeout now. Let's rejoin our game. There's a snap. Fakes the quick pass out, going deep into double coverage, incomplete. Give me 3rd and a yard. Pitch out to the left. That's a 1st down and more. Cuts it back inside and is going to be brought down at about the 35-yard line. First and 10. Dropping back, looking. He's going deep. Incomplete. Going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Swing pass out to the left. Makes one miss, still going forward, dives inside the 30. Over the middle, incomplete. Fourth down, looks like the Eagles going to go for it. That's complete. First down, Eagles.
Oh, sorry, I thought I pressed it.
Clock is stopped with 2 minutes left here in the third. Injury timeout. It's number 1 for the Eagles. He jumps up. Looks like he's going to be okay. First down, Eagles. Little shovel pass out to the right. That's complete for a few yards. Second down. Number 5 looking for somewhere to go. Finds an opening. Barrels forward. That's close to an Eagle first down. And we have an injury timeout. That's number 5. He's down. He's inside the 10. He's been a big part of that short yardage offense for the Eagles. Hopefully he can return. Looks like he's favoring his right leg, maybe. Maybe a cramp. Maybe just be a cramp. Clock resumes. Hand off. And he's in, number 22, touchdown. Eagles, they regain the lead. Going for 2. It's PAT's no good. Or did he catch it? I saw some of the players holding their hands up, but I never saw a thing from an official. I'm guessing the PAT is no good. So Eagles 20, Sun Devils 15. Around the 1 minute mark here left in the third. Wave and Capos are still in overtime. Wave has the ball at about the 47-yard line, their own 47, and driving. Short kick, fielded about the 27. He pitches it off to number 4. He's going over to that right side. He's got some room. And he's forced out. Or did he score? Touchdown.
Was it a touchdown?
Touchdown, Gulf Coast.
They called that?
Oh, they called it back?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Ma'am? I thought he stepped out over there at the far side. I stopped my camera, but then I saw the official keep going. I thought right there he stepped out, but I guess not. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Or did they get a touchdown? Maybe not. Is this a, what is it? Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we're right. The touchdown was good. They got it marked at 3. The Sun Devils are going for 2.
Okay. I never saw the official say touchdown.
Yeah, the one official on the far side signaled touchdown, but I never saw a signal from anybody else. And yeah, wait on a signal. Sun Devils say he's in. The official says no. PAT is no good. Sun Devils 21, Eagles 20. Let's go back and take a look at that touchdown run one more time. Eagles get set to kick. I'm sorry, the Sun Devils get set to kick. .39 seconds left here in the third. They squib it. And he's forced out over on that far side. 27 seconds officially. First and 10, Eagles. Hand off up the middle, short gain, about 4. Second down. That may wind up the third quarter. Looks like it will. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this. Sun Devils 21, Eagles 20 when we come back. All right, welcome back to Zephyr Hills. We've got a good one here, 21-20. Eagles trail by 1. They have the ball at the 43-yard line. Their own 43 as we start the fourth. Hand off up the middle. Loss on the play. It's going to be third down. And about 8. Pump fakes, under pressure. They got him. It's going to bring up fourth down. And the punting unit looks like they're coming on for the Eagles. Low kick, line drive kick. That's going to be returned. And he's finally brought down after running over a couple of folks. And it'll be 1st and 10, Sun Devils at the Eagle 43. Capos and Wave ended in a tie, 16 all. That game's over, 16-16. Second and 10. Miscommunication in the backfield. Quarterback keeps it, goes forward for positive yardage. It's going to be 3rd and about 7. Under pressure, throws it away. It's going to bring up 4th down. Looks like the Sun Devils are going to go for it here on 4th down. They drop kick it. And they down it at the 1. First down, Eagles. Deep at their own end. Eagles really need to be careful with this first couple of snaps. Sharks 36, Cougars 8, that's a final. Tigers 22, Bengals 2, that's a final. Incomplete, 6-6 ran off. That's complete on that right side, just shy of a first down. It's going to be 3rd down. Quarterback dropping, throws to his right again. That's a Eagle, first down. The big man, that's complete to the big man, number 5. So he's back in the game. That's good to see. He went out with a injury earlier with, I think it was just a leg cramp. So it's good to see him back. First and 10. Empty backfield. Eagle, that's complete over the middle. And that's another Eagle. First down to number 22. And off up the middle. Got a couple out of it. Second down. That's incomplete. It's going to be third down for the Eagles. Empty backfield, 5 wide for Central Florida. That's complete. Incomplete. I'm sorry, incomplete. He dropped it. He had it for a second, couldn't hold on. Fourth down. And the commissioner just sent me an update on that Capo score, which we had just covered, but we'll do it again. Wave 16, Capo's 16. That's a tie in the final in overtime in the Coast to Coast Bowl. And we have a good one here in Zephyr Hills. 1-point ball game. Eagles are lining up to punt. That's a nice high kick. And the Sun Devils get it all the way down inside the 40. First and 10. Sun Devils special teams tonight have been really good on returns. On the keeper, trying to bounce it outside. He's got a little bit of room over here, and he's brought down inside the 30. Second and a yard. Oh, motion. That's going to back the Sun Devils up. It'll be second down and about 6, I guess. Four wide, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep and go right up the middle. And he has a Sun Devil first down. Flag on the play. They may tack on another 15 for that one. Or it may go backwards 15. Let's see what the call is. They're going to offset it. So the result of the play will be a first down. They offset. First and 10 Sun Devils after all that. There's a snap. Bobbled it. Can take off and go with it. Trying to get around that left side. He's still going. Breaking tackles. And he slips down inside the 5. First down, Sun Devils. Looked like he was going to get dropped for a loss, and he got around that left edge. Now it's first and goal. Flags everywhere. They may call motion on the Sun Devils. They weren't set. And that's the call. They tried to do a quick play, but they still have to set first. So they're going to back them up a little bit. Back to the 10. And it'll be first and goal from there. Clock starts. Bengals 20, Berrien 6. That's a final.
Was that a touchdown?
Touchdown, Sun Devils. Sun Devils line up for the PAT. This is huge. Hand off. Quarterback's going to keep it, trying to get around it. Shuffles it out there, and it works. 4-2. That makes it a two-score game for the Sun Devils. That's fielded at the 5. He's going to come around to this side. The near side, cuts it back inside, and he's going to go down. Oh, he pitches it back. Still going. And he steps out over there on that far side. Nice return for the Eagles. .451 left. The Eagles have a first down at the 27-yard line of the Sun Devils. They need 9. They need to score quick, get an onside kick, go back down the field again. Second down. Incomplete. Third down. Five wide. Over the middle, that's complete. Flag on the play. And that's a big one that's going to go against the Sun Devils. That's the 15-yard variety. First and goal after the penalty. Well, they got it right at the 10, so I guess technically they could get a first down. There's the pitch. 22 on the carry. Nowhere to go. Second down. Loss on the play. As you can see on your screen, they can get a first down at about the 1 foot line. Second down. That's knocked down, incomplete. It's going to be third down. Incomplete in the end zone. It's going to bring up fourth down. Incomplete. First down, Sun Devils. Still plenty of time for the Eagles. They just need to get the ball back quick. Maybe force a turnover. Sun Devils trying to lock down that 3 seed. Eagles trying to qualify for the playoffs. Sun Devils put it on the ground. First down. Handoff. He's dropped in the backfield for a loss. It's going to be second down. There's a snap. Sun Devil's going to put it in the air. He's going to keep it on the ground. Take off and run. He's still going. He's got a lane. And he's finally dropped inside the 45 of the Eagles. And that'll be the 2-minute warning. First and 10 Sun Devils when we come out of the break. Next week's games, you have Tri-City Monsters at Chaos. You have these Gulf Coast Sun Devils at the Florida Wave. Cobras were scheduled to go to the Ballers. Ballers folded. South Vera Beach Fighting Indians and South Florida Lions. Those are the 3 games on tap next Saturday. Plus, I believe Ontavius, the president of VSN, said there's some makeup games that need to be played as well. So just keep an eye on the UFLX website for all of those game updates. Flags everywhere. I figured that play would have been blown dead. They're going to call a false start on the Sun Devils. So after the penalty, it's going to be 1st and 15. .154 remaining. I've been on that all night. Reverse. Oh, man. And forced out on that far side. I'm surprised the Sun Devils are trying to score again with a 9-point lead. I wouldn't chance a turnover. I'd sit on the clock. But that's why I'm up here and I'm not a coach.
Right. They ran out of bounds. They supposed to be trying to kill the clock.
Eagles call that timeout. Did the Eagles call it?
I don't know who called that.
Boy, emergency service has been busy around here
They
tonight.
have.
All right, here we go. Handoff. Up the middle. And he's still going. Finally brought down. And we have another timeout.
Oh, they coming here?
Oh, they come here. Oh, I hope whoever it is all right. I didn't know anybody got carried off. Maybe it just got too hot. It is muggy out here. All right, 1st and 10 after the timeout. Hopefully the Eagles player is all right. He's being attended to by emergency services. And it looks like the Sun Devils are going to take a knee now. Clock should be running. And there was another timeout on the field. So reset it at 1:17. That should be their third timeout. I want to thank y'all for watching this presentation of the UFLX football on VSN. Keep an eye on their website and VSN's website for the next slate of games to be streamed in the UFLX. There are 3 games that I see on the schedule for next week. But keep an eye on their website for any makeup games as well as they prepare for the playoffs and postseason. And they take a snap. Oh, they're going deep with it.
Did they catch that?
Touchdown, Sun Devils. I had the camera zoomed in for the take a knee, and it missed the touchdown. I apologize for that. But the Sun Devils score. Sun Devils line up for the PAT with just over a minute left. There's a snap. Okay.
That's the game?
And that's the ball game. The officials called the game on that one. So with 1 of 7 officially left in the ball game, we're going to run the clock out to make it official. Gulf Coast, they win this one 35-20. Thank y'all for watching this presentation of the UFLX on VSN. We'll see you next time live. Check the listings on VSN and UFLX's websites for the next games to be streamed. Have a great weekend, everybody. Safe travels.